What you're about to receive is a gift. I have clients that invest $21,600 per year for this solution. I'm offering this as a gift. The only thing I ask from you is to share the success you have using this with me. Thank you. Hey, my name is Jay Young with RPM Marketing, and I want to tell you a little bit about why I do what I do. My background is in radio. In fact, in 1986, I started out as a lowly disc jockey at a radio station in Rexburg, Idaho. But from 1986 to 2010, that's all I've done. I've just done radio. I've been a morning radio guy, a morning disc jockey, if you will. And the cool thing about that is we got to talk to a lot of people. We had an opportunity to make an impact, to touch a lot of people's lives. I say we, I had a partner, Brian Elder. We went by the Young and Elder radio show. And in 2010, we were in Memphis, Tennessee. And the great thing about radio is, for my partner and I, all we wanted to do was make each other laugh. And we figured if we made each other laugh, then we were making people that were listening to us laugh as well. That's the kind of show we did. It was kind of a goofy morning, funny show. So there was a time, though, that we would have these conversations inside the studio where we would say, I wonder if there's anybody really listening to us. The phones would be ringing. We'd have people calling and talk to us and answering and, and interacting with us. But from time to time, we had those thoughts. Are the mics on? Is anybody really out there? And when we received that validation was when we would go to live events. Maybe it was a car dealer live remote broadcast on a Saturday where we're out there spinning the wheel and giving away prizes. But the cool thing was we had a chance to interact with our audience. Our fans would show up at these events. They would show up at the concerts and things like that we did, George Strait at the FedEx Forum, or Tim McGraw, or, whoever it was, where we had a chance to introduce them on stage. And before that, we always had these listener parties where we got to interact with our fans, and they would come up and they would say, oh, I remember when you did that one thing, and we'd be able to take pictures with them. And we really were able to create a bond with our listeners during those events. And it was during those events that it really solidified them as listeners, because there was more than one country radio station in Memphis, Tennessee. But they became loyal to us because we took the time to get to know them. And we would shake their hand, we would ask about their kids. We wanted to endear ourselves to them for self-preservation. It helped the ratings. And then, we would be back on the air, and 5 years later, we would get this call from somebody, go, hey, I met you guys at that George Strait concert. That was so cool, and hey, there was a Garth Brooks. We took a bunch of fans down to a Garth Brooks concert in Jackson, Mississippi. And for 10 years after that, we had people calling up going, that was the funnest ride we ever had. That was the greatest. They hardly even talked about the Garth Brooks concert, but it was all about the party bus that took them there. So this made me realize the power of actually meeting and having interaction with our fans. And now I go to 2010, December 2010, and I was brutally fired from Kix 106 in Memphis. Both Brian and I were fired. Not brutally. That's the one thing in radio. There's announcers who have been fired and announcers that will be fired. That's basically the life we lived in radio. But after I was fired from Kix 106, I got thinking to myself, wow, what kind of skills do I actually have that I can actually make $250,000 a year like I was doing in radio but all I was doing was making people laugh. And then I started thinking about the other skills that I had, and that of endearing ourselves to our fans. And then I got to thinking to myself, you know what? I'll bet if I help local business owners have this same success, because a lot of times local business owners, if you're a local business owner, how much do you love to get out there and rub shoulders with your prospects, your customers? How much are you actually exchanging? How much do you know about them? Do they come in the store and go, hey, I thanks for that, do they have any type of reaction when they see you? And that's what I started thinking, because there's so many business owners that are anonymous. And in fact, you can go to websites from local businesses and their names are not even their actual names are not on their website. There's not even a picture of them, let alone a video of them introducing themselves. So I thought, man, what a missed opportunity these local businesses are having. So that's when I decided that I was going to try and make an impact and help local businesses. And that's when I started RPM Marketing in 2011, actually. So recently I was at a brick and mortar summit. Now, what this really is a chance for local businesses, local business owners, and local marketers to kind of get together to see what's new out there, see what is going to work to help local businesses thrive, especially in the environment that we're in right now. And one of the presenters at this brick and mortar summit was a marketer named Tyler Shaw, an amazing marketer. And he started laying out this blueprint, this strategy. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this kind of sounds like what we used to do in radio. This sounds like how we used to interact with our fans. And he's saying the same thing about business owners and their customers. Man, I had my notebook out. I was feverishly taking notes, trying to capture everything that he was saying, because it was all gold. And as he was talking, I kept thinking, man, if I know that any entrepreneur that uses this will be tremendously successful. I was feverishly taking notes because what he was saying was a little bit weird, but I knew that it was going to have a huge impact on local businesses that put these strategies into place. I felt like a kid on Christmas Eve, waiting for Santa to arrive. I was so excited to start using this with some of my clients that I couldn't sleep that night. I knew that any entrepreneur that put these simple steps in place would change their business forever. Sure enough, as I started to help a few businesses, the results were astounding. These business owners that use this system, in turn, began telling their other business friends about this unconventional yet super effective blueprint. My clients started telling other business owners about what they were doing, as if they were describing an incredible movie they just watched. By now, you're probably thinking, I'm sure I've heard of this, or it's probably too expensive to implement, or I don't have time to do this. You would be wrong on all counts. Let me explain. The current state of online marketing preaches one and done marketing tactics. These tactics rely on a whole bunch of cheap, unqualified leads that are supposed to make a purchasing decision through an online cart or checkout system, or you just hope and pray they contact you somehow. The result of this type of marketing for local business is impersonal, almost anonymous communication with just a few sales to bad fit clients that waste your time, leave you bad reviews, or request a refund. This style of business growth is not predictable. It's damaging to your reputation, and worse yet, it just isn't fun. My mission is to help business owners and entrepreneurs use online marketing to grow their business without hiding behind their computer, an anonymous looking outdated website, or feeling spammy. Instead, I aim to fill your online marketing funnel with personalization and make your inbound sales process more conversational. I'm going to share with you a simple but powerful blueprint, which is actually part of a triple threat of blueprints and proven strategies. But this one blueprint, when used, can book thousands of appointments, sales calls, and conversion conversations for local businesses. I currently use this method with paying clients starting at $21,600 per year. But after talking with business owners and hearing the tough spot many are in, not all, and because of the pain that many local businesses are experiencing, I wanted to provide this blueprint as a gift. Yep, it's yours to use right now. So far, we've served weight loss doctors, home remodelers, general practitioners, home improvement contractors, arborists, CPA firms, spas, HVAC contractors, roofing contractors, entertainment centers, body shops, truck repair, wedding and events facilities, coronavirus cleaning, mold remediation, fire, water, and disaster cleanup companies, and more. The only similarity between these clients is that they all need to have one thing in order to be successful. That one thing is real conversations with a qualified, committed, and ready prospect before they're able to actually close a sale. Some of these conversations can happen over the phone. Other conversations will happen in person, at an office, at a coffee shop, at someone's home, or at the kitchen table. Others may happen at any other location, but the fact remains that it is essential that a real person-to-person, human-to-human conversation is what will get someone to become a buyer from a pool of interested prospects. I am so excited to be able to share this in more detail. As I said, this blueprint is one of 3 incredibly powerful strategies. But this blueprint I'm going to share with you is the foundation that everything else is built upon. Many of my clients only use this one strategy because it is so powerful. Others have gone on to add the other 2 blueprints, but they never stop using what I'm about to share with you. Once you have implemented this into your business, it will never be the same. I want to get into the nuts and bolts of how to actually implement this simple yet effective blueprint. All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts of how this actually works. This is the Reignition blueprint, and I'm so excited to be able to finally share this with you. It is, without a doubt, the most powerful strategy for local businesses. It's really a strategy that allows you to use a simple but powerful text messaging campaign to get 30 customers in 30 days. And that's being very, on the low end. So at least 30 customers in 30 days. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me move this out of the way here for a second. I'm going to share these proven strategies that are responsible for scheduling thousands of appointments and a lot of times when you hear that, you think, yeah, yeah, right. But I got to share them with all my competition, or they are appointments, but they're really not interested. We're talking about scheduling thousands of appointments with highly qualified prospects for hundreds of local businesses. Got your attention? Mine too. So let's jump in. Every local business owner knows that in order for them to have success, they need more conversations to make more sales. Am I right? Because that's where it happens. If you're a local business owner, you're an entrepreneur, it all comes down to having a conversation with somebody to let them know how you are a solution to their problems. And once you do that, it's amazing the conversion rate that you'll have. Whenever I talk to business owners, they always say, once I get them in front of me, then I close the majority of them. So this gives you more opportunity to get them in front of you. So let's talk about the customer reignition blueprint. And the entire system, the entire strategy is to help you connect your online marketing to your offline sales conversations. That's probably sounding a little bit different, right? Most marketers come in and it's all online. We're going to get you online and everything's online. But what is the ultimate goal of that? The ultimate goal is to get you offline sales conversations. So we want to connect the online to the offline. So whether it is your your social media, your website, whatever you're doing online, we want to connect that to actually getting people in front of you. Local businesses, for the most part, don't sell with online checkouts or carts, right? That's usually something you see on Shopify, eBay, Amazon, and things like that. With local businesses, it's all about the face-to-face, or in this day and age, maybe a phone conversation or even an online meeting like we're having right now. Zoom, FaceTime, Skype, GoToWebinar, all kinds of ways to still have that face-to-face conversation or that one-on-one personal conversation. And that's what it's all about. Conversations equal conversions. And the appointments at one of your locations is so vital for your business. A phone call scheduled on your calendar, scheduling a meeting to review a quote or an estimate. These are all vital parts of brick and mortar businesses, local businesses, right? This is how commerce is done. So this is our phone blueprint system, and it's part of our Reignition blueprint. And the entire goal of this is to take your online and to connect it to your offline sales process. And let's get into this a little bit here, because online really, in this day and age, equals on a smartphone. And I just read some statistics about this, that in the last year, there were like 2.3 billion smartphones, billion, with a B, shipped, right? And during that same amount of time, there was like 250 million desktops and laptops produced. So you've got the billion smartphones to the millions of the desktops and laptops. So where do you think online happens these days? You're right. It's on a smartphone. That's right. And this is another crazy statistic that I'm going to ask you right now, where is your smartphone? Right? Are you going for your pocket? Where is your smartphone? Statistics say that your smartphone is 3 feet from you for 23.5 hours of every single day. Holy cow. So that means that when people are finding you online, they're finding you online on a smartphone for the most part. About 60% of all online traffic is now done on a smartphone. That is amazing. And SMS and ClickFunnels is the bridge that connects the smartphone or online to your offline sales process. So, and what I'm SMS text messaging, right? That way, when you get, the things that happen online, the way they end up offline is through the SMS text message, where you can schedule a phone call, book an appointment, request a quote, set a meeting date and time. So think about it now. This is where you market. And the SMS and ClickFunnels is a platform that we use and that we suggest, in fact, is the most powerful way to use SMS, one of the only ways, as a matter of fact. And this is how you sell. This is how you get that conversation with somebody so you can actually close the deal. Does that make sense? I'll get more into this in just a moment. So I want to share the first of 3 very powerful strategies that we help to install into clients' businesses. And I guess you probably guessed which is the first one, right? It is our Reignition blueprint. But the one thing that's always constant in the application of these strategies that I'm going to talk about and that I'm going to be sharing with you is that you have to have a ClickFunnels account. It's just the part, it's like you have a printer or a copy machine at your office. A ClickFunnels account is now a must. It's needed in order to create that bridge that I'm talking about, that SMS text messaging bridge that bridges your online to your offline. So it's between online marketing and offline sales. ClickFunnels is the way that happens. So let's jump in here. The 3 blueprints that can get you 30 customers in 30 days for your local business. Actually, these 3 blueprints can get you 100 customers in 100 days for your local business. But I'm going to only focus on the Reignition blueprint, and that's going to get you 30 customers in 30 days. Because with this Reignition blueprint, it is going to allow you to engage and communicate with your past prospects and reactivate your customer list with SMS. It's amazing how many business owners I talk to and I say, well, are you offering anything to your current customer base or your past customer base? And they go, well, we've got kind of a list, but we really don't do anything with it. We don't know what to do with it. I get that 80% of the time with local business owners. And that's what I want to help you with today. But we also have the add to appointment blueprint, which is advertising to different audiences out there to get people, to find people, to beat the bushes, to find people that are interested in your solutions. And then once they come, nurturing those leads, again, with SMS text. So it works not only with your current customer base, but when and if you decide to go after other avenues, more traffic to come into your business. And then another powerful tool, blueprint that we have is the rate, review, and referral blueprint. So what we want to do is turn new customers into sticky customers, right? A sticky customer is going to buy from you over and over and over again. Plus, they're going to share your business. They're going to tell their friends about you because of the incredible experience they had with you. and they're going to become raving fans. So these are the 3 blueprints that we have. But today I really want to focus on the Reignition blueprint. And that is the one that we are providing as a gift to you. And we believe it is the most powerful blueprint of the 3, because it's really going after that pile of money that's just sitting there that so many business owners don't know how to tap into. We're going to show you how to do that. So what we need to do, I'm going to share the Reignition blueprint, and it is, as I mentioned, the most powerful strategy of all of these. I'm going to share some slides and also a couple of screenshots of actual pieces of the blueprints, some of the automations, some of the how-tos, making sure that you can grab this and, start implementing this right away. So I'm going to reveal how all of this works. And just like little old Toto here in The Wizard of Oz, pulling back the curtain on the wizard, I'm going to show you how this can work in your business as well. Then you can take these ideas and install them right in to your business. So you might want to grab a pencil and paper and take some notes here, but this is powerful. So the Reignition blueprint, we start off, I tell my customers to use a sequence. There's a strategy, and that strategy is using a sequence. Because I tell my customers it's important to start with this campaign first. Let's go after the lowest hanging fruit. Let's go after the pile of money in front of you. Let's go after the people that already know, like, and trust you. Doesn't that make sense? Let's go after those people first. And when I tell my clients this, they're like, I don't know, this doesn't sound real sexy. This doesn't sound real, high tech-ish. And I just say, that's all right. That's all right. Let's just follow the sequence, follow this process, because what we want to do here is leverage your red hot audience. And that red hot audience is in your database of past leads and customers, because that is your biggest asset. When Facebook bought Instagram and when Google bought YouTube, they didn't buy these other social media platforms because they had cool video software. No, they bought them because of the list. They bought them because of their current customer database. That's what they wanted to tap into, because that is where the money is. That's the real asset. And local businesses, it is no different. And also, as I mentioned, following a sequence, we want to test your offers and ideas to find the ones that are the big winners, the cream of the crop, right? The ones that go right up. Use your already loving customers to find out what your customers want to purchase next. That just makes sense, right? So let's use this audience, this great asset, to find out what's going to be the next big thing, the next solution that you can provide for your customers. So this is a little map of the Reignition blueprint. So you're going to see here, as we were talking about, past leads and customers. Most businesses will have this in the form of some kind of a spreadsheet. I've gone into businesses where it was in a shoebox and it was just miscellaneous papers with addresses and things like that on it. That is that's a start. That we can get all that data and put that into an actual spreadsheet, into a CSV file. We need to, at that point, if you say got 1,000 to 2,000 people as in your database, past customers or even leads, what we want to do is we want to segment that list. We don't want to just blast out 1,000, to 2,000 people right away with some new offer. We want to test it out on 100 to 200 people at first. And the reason we do that is because honestly, when you get something that connects, it's going to overwhelm you. You're going to have so much business coming in. And ultimately, what we want here is you to be able to have that appointment, that face-to-face meeting, and you're going to have your entire calendar booked out for months if you're not careful. So, and maybe you think that that's hyperbole, but it is not. So most businesses have the phone number of their raving customers because that's how the sales process actually happens with local businesses, right? So now that we have this database, what we're going to do is we're going to send them an SMS text message of your red hot offer, this solution that they're going to go, I've got to have that, right? It's going to be so good that they're going to want to have that. And we use ClickFunnels with a tool that is part of ClickFunnels called Actionetics, and it makes it super easy to make this happen. So we send the database, this text message, and the call to action is, in order for them to receive whatever this great offer is to schedule an appointment with you. Isn't that brilliant? Because that is where you're able to shine. That's where you can do your closing genius. And we have someone scheduled to meet with us and have a conversation. We're more likely to make that sale. So that's the ultimate goal, is to get that appointment scheduled, whether it's an in-person meeting, a phone call, or, these days it could be online, it could be FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, GoToWebinar, but ultimately the appointment leads to the meeting, which leads to the purchase. So I hope you're starting to see the power of SMS text messaging and the power of ClickFunnels to make all of this happen. So let's talk a little bit more about the Reignition blueprint. As I kind of went over this, what we're going to do is upload a CSV file of your past leads and customers into your ClickFunnels with Actionetics and create a new list. And then we're going to set up a follow-up sequence to send SMS to your list. We want to split the list up and send it to about 100 people at a time. And this is powerful here too, the follow-up sequence, because it's not just a one and done. Nope, it's continuous communication with your audience. We're going to research your competition as well. We're going to find out if they've got any really red hot offers that are doing well, and we'll mirror some of that. We'll also go to Groupon. We'll find some of the offers that they're using, some of their front end offers. I'll tell you this, as far as offers, the free or the discount offers really work the best. And when I say discount, I don't mean, a 10% or even a 20%. In order for this to grab somebody's attention, it's got to be at least 50 to 60, even 75% off. And it's not like you have to give away the entire store, right? This is, you're giving it out to a select group of people in return for them to schedule this appointment with you, where you're able to provide them and sell them something else. The buy one, get one is a great thing. Buddy passes are a great thing. I know that some fitness facilities, gyms and things like that, the 10-day passes work great. Buddy passes also work really, really well there. Working with a pet groomer, doing bring in one pet for grooming and get the second one free. And the cool thing about pets, if you happen to be in the pet grooming business, most people, in fact, 75% of pet owners have at least 2 pets. So, you know, that's kind of a handy little tip to know, because you have a bigger audience with them, and that works with a lot of other services as well. So make sure you the call to action is an appointment scheduling to claim the offer. Okay, so if you had a chance to screenshot that or write that down, that's very important. So this is what it would really look like. Remember I said I would kind of pull back the curtain to show you an example of how that would look. So this is a screenshot of the text message that went out. This went out to an HVAC contractor. Hey, Jerry, this is Dan at Essential Heating and Air. When you schedule your fall system inspection today, we are offering a free spring maintenance package. You can save $70 to schedule your free maintenance package and system inspection. Visit, and then there's the URL right there. And this is where things really get powerful. This is where SMS text messaging really grabs people from online and connects them to the offline. When they click the link right there on their smartphone, it opens up the booking page that's embedded on the ClickFunnels page and takes them right here to where they can schedule that appointment. And now what this does, it gives us the opportunity to now track the users who click it. We can find out where they end up, if they actually book or schedule the appointment or not. Then we can set up a follow-up automation based on the actions that they take based on their behavior. I know it's starting to sound technical, but with ClickFunnels, it's all automatic. It's so easy to do. Once they book, they qualify for this amazing free offer. This one here had about a 75% close rate on those people that took advantage of that offer. That's huge. It's an amazing way. When was the last time your marketing did something like that? So the Reignition blueprint, as I said, it can be used with tons of different offers. Most of our clients have to try between 2 and 3 offers to get a really high converting one. And, you know, sometimes after the first one, it'll be about a week and they're going, you know what, the phone, we're just, it's not working. It's not working. We say, don't be impatient. We need to try a few things until we find one that really works. Some things just won't work. I mean, it's amazing. We'll have somebody say, well, this is a great offer. Well, if it's so great, why aren't they burning down the phones? Why aren't they clicking like crazy to get it? But then when we find that one, it explodes. So we just need to keep working until we find that one, brainstorming till we find that one. And we're sending it out to about 100 customers at a time, past customers, past leads at a time, that text message to get the appointment, in person, the online meeting, or even a phone call to lead to a purchase. And this is important. I'll never recommend starting with social media or other online advertising to go find clients first. Why would I? The most powerful and the gold mine is right there in front of you. As I said before, most of the business owners that I talk to, they'll say, well, I've got about 1,000 people on my list. I don't know what to do with it. I sent them something about a year ago, and I haven't sent them anything since. Well, we need to work on that as well. But I recommend not starting with social media and other online advertising like Google AdWords and things like that first. You can do that later, but let's go after the quick win first. The people that already know, like, and trust you. I want to, that's something I want you to have written on your wall. Go after the people that know, like, and trust you. So past clients are a gold mine. Go after past clients and leads first. After you've exhausted your current list, which if you're doing this right, will always be growing, right? Then you can start using those other two marketing blueprints that I shared with you earlier, right? So I hope that makes sense. Know, like, and trust. You're going to get tired of that, I know, but you're going to remember it. Start with your current list because they know, like, and trust you already. It just makes sense to give them the next thing. And if you're a business owner thinking, well, I only sell one thing, I only do one thing, that's when we need to brainstorm. I'll talk to a roofer and says, we just do roofs and they won't need another one for 30 years. I talk to roofers that now do siding, they now do gutters, they do maintenance. There's all kinds of different things. An arborist had an arborist, they come in and they cut down a tree, or they do the tree trimming, and then they never bother that customer again. Trees grow, right? Branches grow. They're going to need it again. So that's what I'm talking about. So you probably have enough. That's what I believe. You probably have enough. Most local businesses have a ton of past leads and customers to market to for the next few months, especially if you get a really high converting method like the SMS Reignition blueprint that I've just shared with you. Then you're probably going to get more attention and even get more customers. So that's the beauty of this. Then if you want, you can go into the cold traffic. If you want, you can start working on cold traffic strategies like social media and display ad marketing, Google AdWords, and SEM, search engine marketing, and things like that. But let's go after the people that know, like, and trust you. So this is the great thing about this strategy. Not only does it connect online to offline, our Reignition blueprint system, we do that, of course, with your mobile device and the SMS text messaging, so you can schedule your phone calls, you book appointments. This is where the magic happens. But it also schedules offline to online. And now I'm going to share a little more about that, and because you could add a QR code or maybe even a marketing mobile number to your business card. We suggest this to business owners. When's the last time you've updated your business card? Why not do it? They're cheap. Put a QR code on there that will take them to that amazing offer. Put your mobile marketing number on there. Say, hey, if you want this amazing offer, just scan this QR code, this quick response code, or text this number to get it. And again, what's the stipulation here? In order for them to get it, they have to schedule an appointment with you so that they can meet with you and you have the opportunity to make a sale. This is great for offline events, right? You go to trade shows, you go to the boat show, the home and garden show, the bridal, the wedding show, whatever that happens to be. You now have a way to take offline and get it online, get them to book an appointment with you so you can make that sale. Stage speaking, if you go to different meetups and things like that. Direct mail, this is a lot of people, direct mail, that's archaic, nobody uses direct mail anymore. Well, I beg to differ. This actually helps direct mail become viable again. And the fact that less people are using direct mail means that when direct mail ends up in somebody's mailbox, there's not as much of it, and they're more likely to go through it. But you can tell people that when they pick up a brochure that they get in their mailbox, they can have an amazing online resource just by texting you. And their phone is right in their pocket because it's within 3 feet of them all the time. Texting is super easy. It's always close by. It works like crazy. The ultimate idea is to make marketing fun again with dynamic response marketing, multi-channel, multimedia strategies that builds trust and really, really help local business owners get more of what they need, which is conversations that lead to conversions or they lead to sales, right? That's what this is all about. Now you have the information and the resources to easily get 30 customers in 30 days after you implement the customer reignition blueprint. I'm so excited to be able to share it with you. It's designed to be easy, but if you would rather not deal with the implementation yourself, our team can assist you with that. Just click the link below this presentation to be able to schedule a time to either meet with me or one of my team to help you and to brainstorm and to make this really easy for you, because ultimately this should be fun, it should be easy, and it should make you the hero, the one that gets to actually close the sale again. So thank you so much for taking some time and going through this. Again, I'm giving this to you. This is yours free. I just feel that with the current state of things right now, a lot of businesses are suffering, as I mentioned earlier, and I wanted to do something that I know that can help. I mean, the tools that you need, ClickFunnels account, just go to clickfunnels.com. I'll have a link at the bottom of this as well that you can get your own ClickFunnels account, and then I'll provide everything that you need in order to make this happen. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Jay Young with RPM Marketing, and I look forward to hearing about the tremendous success you have.